Okay, so I'm gonna preface all this with the fact that you can see all the pictures and posters and stuff that I got behind me. Country music ain't my thing. It's just oil and water. But short of all the hubbub over the last, day, 2 days about this Jason Aldean song, I made it a point to go see it. Kept hearing all these god-awful things, all this history, comparisons and implications, and dog whistles. It's unlike almost anything in the last year or two. Even with Ocean Gate, with that goddamn submarine. I didn't get fed half the fucking videos about this goddamn submarine that I have about this fucking Jason Aldean song. I figured we're gonna go check out the Young Turks. If anybody's gonna be able to tell me the truth about Jason Aldean in this song, it's gotta be the Young Turks, right? I mean, that's what they're known for. So let's hear them out. Let's see if we learn anything new or something that might help us clarify what's going on with this Jason Aldean song. You with me? Let's do it.
Pull Jason Aldean's controversial video for his single Try That in a Small Town.
That's the headlines. Controversial. So, okay. I'm with you, Young Turks. Let's do it.
And it set off this huge brouhaha where lots of people have an issue with the lyrics and the imagery in the video. And then other people say, if you have any problem with this whatsoever, you're doing a cancel culture, and we don't do that in America, except for Bud Light and Target and Dylan Mulvaney and M&M's and.
I'm not either of those. Okay, so that's kind of a false equivalency. Not a very good start, John. But then again, I'm kind of not used to good starts from John.
A whole bunch of different things. We only do it in those cases. We don't do it in this case.
Take a breath, bro. God damn.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna actually read the lyrics and we're gonna have a conversation and we're gonna see what we think about it.
Let's do that, John. Let's have a conversation about this.
Here is what's in the lyrics. I'm just gonna read them. I'm not gonna perform them like it's Ben Shapiro talking about Nicki Minaj or something.
But have you seen Ben Shapiro perform Nicki Minaj? Oh, it's good. I'm gonna run you a little piece, just a little taste.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass P-word. Make that pullout game weak.
Oh, that's good, ain't it?
For you to find out, I recommend you don't try that in a small town. So people have concerns with the lyrics. It seems to be implying that if you do anything that steps out of line from their point of view, you will be, I guess, hunted down, even if you're leaving the town.
It's implying you'll be hunted down. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Hunted down?
Because they take care of their own, and their own by definition would never insult a cop. If you insult a cop, then you're not one of their own.
Spitting in a cop's face would be assault. That would be assault versus insult. Those are definitely not the same fucking thing.
And something might happen to you. They're not saying what. They're not saying they'll murder you.
Okay, so they're not saying what, and they're not saying they'll murder you. But I'm sure we're gonna go into what he was implying though, right?
But it doesn't seem like what they're implying is that they will sit down and talk about our differing ideas of how much automatic respect law enforcement officers deserve.
Automatic respect? You're all straw man characters of people who, I guess, politically wouldn't be sitting on the same side as the aisle as yourselves. Just get the worst fucking straw man treatment on the fucking planet. Nobody gets automatic fucking respect. There might be a way in which people would argue, don't start from a defensive position, or even worse, an offensive position. But that's not the same as automatic respect. Spitting in a cop's face. Shouldn't nobody be spitting in nobody's fucking face, right? Spitting in somebody's face is not an insult. That's an assault.
It sounds like something else. Now, it left enough ambiguity that defenders of this song, which is like every right-winger knee-jerk, 100%.
So only the people who are defending the song are knee-jerk conservatives. Because I'll tell you, I've seen people that ain't conservatives defending the song, or at least defending it from a position of not taking it at its god-awful worst.
Will say, how dare you think that this is conjuring up images of lynching or the specter of sundown towns or anything like that.
I think that's just your thought about country music any fucking way. If your thought is immediately to go to sundown towns or lynching, it's all images from the riots of 2020, 2021. That's what it is. Across the country, city to city, whites, blacks, any color you can imagine, was rioting, fucking people up, fucking police up, burning shit down. There wasn't a fucking second of racism in that goddamn video.
You're crazy if you think that.
You are fucking crazy if you're taking it to these god-awful sundown lynch town shit. To take the video and the images that he used, and to somehow you connect it to just historical shit from 100 years ago. I already know that's where you're going with all this bullshit. Because he's from the South, because he's country, it's gonna have to be just the most Dixie fucking rebel flag waving fucking bullshit.
JR, are you crazy?
Yes, this motherfucker's crazy.
Well, that's a little bit separate sometimes. Yes, I am, but
honestly, I like that. I like that. You should start that 1-for-1, Red Hat.
As far as this goes, if we're talking about the, the spitting in the cop's face and cussing them out and all that, and you can't do that in a small town, there's this large town, it's Washington, D.C., where a bunch of people probably support.
We going right to January 6th, anyway. Of course we are.
These types of lyrics, spit in cops' faces, cussed them out, attacked them, ran through them, sprayed them with mace, attacked them with flags, threatened to kill them. All these things happen. Does that fly in a small town?
What makes you think he would be okay with what people did on January 6th in a small town? Like, y'all read the lyrics. Motherfuckers spitting in cops' face and all that shit. Motherfuckers ain't with that shit.
Can you do that in a small town? Can you run up on the city hall in some small town and just get to assaulting people and killing them based off of your anger about the results of an election? Just curious.
No, he's not crazy about that either. Or am I? But that's not what his song was about. Oh my God, Jason Aldean, why didn't you talk about the fucking Revolutionary War too? How many you didn't talk about what the Americans did to the British in 1800s? You didn't talk about the Civil War. So what does that mean, yo, you were okay with the Civil War, Jason Aldean? Oh, you ain't talk about the fucking moon landing. He must think the moon landing is fake.
If it works in all these realms. Because by the way, I mean, if we're talking about canceling, as far as this element of it, canceling, whether or not he can say these things, say them, bro. I think he can go ahead and have these ridiculous lyrics.
Ridiculous lyrics? Would you let people come into your town and do that shit? Oh, I'm sure you probably fucking join them. Because I'll tell you, the riots in 2020 was wrong. January 6th violence was wrong. I can say it. Both of them was wrong. Both of them was bad, not good, shouldn't have happened. We should have stopped it. We should have put the National fucking Guard out there to stop January 6th or to stop the riots in 2020.
And then maybe we can begin to decipher who the good guys are in all these scenarios and situations or the bad guys.
The good guys are the people that ain't trying to fucking burn shit down. Is that simple enough for you? The good guys in all those situations were the people that wasn't being violent on January 6th and were the people that weren't being violent in the 2020 protests. If you felt the way you felt and went out there protesting in 2020 about the George Floyd stuff or whatever else had people out there, you were the good ones. Whether I agree with you or not, because you wasn't out there fucking shit up. Same for January 6th. If you thought that the election was stolen and you went out there and protested it, you're one of the good ones too. You can think what you want. If you ain't out there hurting nothing, breaking nothing, burning nothing down, you're one of the good ones, whether I agree with you or not.
Because, we've got music from way back. People like to go back to NWA with F the Police and talking about the plight that many times these things happen amongst regular citizens. It's not just the chorus that we're talking about. You'd have to listen to the lyrics about what is that happens. But that would require you to actually have, a thought process to approach this.
You think what you're doing is a thought process? All this whataboutisms? Your thought process ain't nothing. It's immediately default to January 6th. Bring up January 6th and throw that at them as if people are defending it. I don't know nobody defending January 6th. Motherfuckers might think what they thought about the election of 2020. Think what you want. They can think what they want. But it don't excuse violence or burning shit down. That's wrong. And I know what Jason Aldean talking about. Yeah, I come from a small fucking town. You went in my fucking town, trying to fuck shit up, burn shit down, motherfuckers gonna stop you. White, black, any fucking color. They ain't going for it. They ain't gonna just stand there and watch you burn their shit down that you had nothing to do with. You so mad about something that you wasn't even involved in that you're burning other people's shit down. Motherfuckers ain't gonna stand by and watch you do it. They gonna try and stop you. That's what that song's about.
So I know, maybe I'm the minority in this, but I don't think they necessarily need to be scrubbed or taken from this. He's making hateful music.
Hateful fucking music, bro? Like, holy shit, bro. What the fuck is hateful about it?
Now, I don't know how much that inspires people, because I think there's lots of music that inspires people to do hateful, violent things, so it's hard to really police all of it. But I think it's a big illustration of exactly the lines that are being drawn to where people think we're going to continue to try and regress this country back to the days when you better not come into this town before sundown, boy.
Don't come around here, boy. Talk about hateful. You're fucking hateful, bro. You only see the world from hateful fucking eyes. A hateful fucking brain full of just this fucked up shit that happened in a history of a world that you ain't fucking never lived. Neither you. You were that clown John. Ain't never lived a fucking day in some world of don't come around here, boy. You think there ain't no motherfucking towns that don't come around here, boy, for the white boys? Goddamn right there is. We can fucking spin this shit all day long if you want to, and we get nowhere. We just get tripping over the same fucking shoelaces. Same fucking shoelaces over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I think y'all get tired at by now and just be like, yo, how do we fucking make the world a better place around us? How do we get to the point where we can all fucking just live with each other and not be focused, hyper fucking focused on a world you ain't fucking live?
Because that's the thought process that we're heading towards. Obviously, we can see that.
Y'all said, obviously, we can see that. Fucker, you can't see shit.
Yeah, no, 100%. So to be clear, I understand that there are already a million conservatives or whatever that have typed like they're trying to cancel. I'm not. I don't care. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back after this to not knowing that he exists, which is what my state was before I heard about the song.
Me too, John. Right after this video, I'll never think of Jason Aldean another day in my fucking life. God forbid y'all are even the ones that got this shit hyped all up to where we're all even talking about it. Promise you, it wasn't Jason Aldean fans that fucking made it the news story that it is. It's the people that don't even listen to country, didn't even know who Jason fucking Aldean was yesterday, and got the nerve to fucking make news fucking segments about the history and the implication and the dog whistles.
Now, to be fair.
Yeah, John, let's be fair. Show us what to be fair is, please.
It is, of course, a privilege of mine that I get to do that because he is not inspiring potentially acts of violence against people like me.
What's the implication there, John? That he's inspiring violence against people that aren't white or something? That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit right there, John. Fucking signed, sealed, delivered. Talk about, oh, well, he's inspiring violence. It's just not against me. It's against y'all. It's against, the people of color. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I watched that video. It's all colors of all people doing fucked up shit. It's colors of all people doing good shit. It was a mix of everything. There was people defending shit, fighting for shit. There was people fucking up shit and burning up shit. So somehow but it's not against the white people that was in the video. It's just against everybody else. Good God. Got them talking about thought process. Thought process and the Young Turks. It's night and day, all in water.
I mean, maybe a little bit. There's been a lot of encouragement for attacks against progressives and protesters and things like that, but that's not generally what I think that they're going for. And I'm not saying that he necessarily even knows everything that he's invoking in that.
So now he doesn't even know what he meant in the song that he wrote.
That doesn't mean that it's not being invoked.
Man, how the fuck y'all motherfuckers listen to these people? If you're listening to these people, don't.
And how about we just use this as an opportunity to have a discussion about some different things, okay? And maybe learn a little bit, as a lot of people are noticing. In the video version, some viewers noticed scenes that were shot in front of what appears to be the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia. That courthouse was the site of several incidents of racial violence, including the 1927 lynching of a black man named Henry Choate.
In 1927, people lynched the dude. That's 100 fucking years ago, John. 100 fucking years ago. Of course, that's the only fucking reason, that they would have shot in front of that courthouse was to give a wink and a nod, to the fucking 100 year ago where they fucking lynched the dude. Back in the day, they used to hang people of every color, right? It wasn't just black people that got hung. 150 years ago, out west, they was hanging every fucking body. Any fucking body, motherfucker, you stole a motherfucker's horse. They just strung your dumb white ass up by your fucking boots. That's history, bro. What the fuck are we supposed to do about it? What? You just want to burn it all down? Burn it down if something bad happened 100 years ago. So that way can't nobody link it to something 100 years ago that nobody would have fucking thought about to begin with.
It also served as a backdrop for the Columbia race riot in 1946, which I need to do more reading on because I didn't even know about that race riot.
Why would you know about that race riot from almost 100 years ago? You're supposed to know about every single fucking race-related issue in the last 100 years? I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers just think human history started 200 years ago. The only history half y'all motherfuckers are worried about learning is anything that could be connected to the color of your skin. That's fucking pathetic, cheap, childish, moronic, and just stupid. The world didn't start with the color of your skin. The world don't revolve around the color of your skin. People do fucked up shit. People done terrible things to one another. It's not always about fucking race.
Now, in defense of Jason Aldean, it is easy to say he did this video in front of a courthouse where there was a lynching. In defense of him, I defy you to find a place in the South where there wasn't.
But maybe we just don't even bring it up as if it fucking was the reason he did the video in the first place. But yet, maybe in defense of him, maybe he didn't know. But then again, in defense of him, what doesn't have something bad that happened in front of it?
That's a problem of America. And it's worth discussing that this was normalized outside courthouses all over the South, and not just in the South, by the way.
Only America and only the black folks. You don't believe that, right? You don't fucking believe that, right? You don't believe that the only people that were ever hung or lynched were only black people and only in America. Like, yo, bad shit happened to every fucking body 100 fucking years ago. Like, white people was hanging one another 100 fucking years ago. Like, it's fucked up, it's terrible. Let's not do it no more. How about that? Let's start there.
There were race riots and massacres and lynchings and acts of horrendous, brutal injustice. That's everywhere.
That's the fucking whole world, John. That's the history of humans. That is the entirety of the history of everywhere with everybody of all time. From the fucking caveman days, motherfuckers beating them up. Motherfuckers beating people in the head with clubs, dragging them back to the cave and shit. Getting ate by a fucking pterodactyl.
And so an opportunity certainly to learn.
Learn about what? Terrible fucking shit? Why don't you learn about some good shit? Y'all act like nothing good happened in history. Just the fucked up shit that happened to people that look like you, right? That's the only stuff that should matter. That's the stuff that we should all be learning and talking about at all times, right? I don't know, what the fuck? Learn what? Okay, well, we all know now about the race riots and the massacres and all that shit. Now what? Let's just all continue just to keep talking about it as if that's gonna be helpful to any fucking body?
And if not that, at least, like, JR, you, I think, perfectly brought up, like, the whole point of this is just, hey, everybody's being mean to the cops and they're disrespecting them.
Motherfucker, talk about spitting in a cop's face. Would you agree is more than just insulting a cop? If I spit in your face, would you equate that with an insult or an assault? I know your answer. Unless you're a fucking dishonest piece of shit. And then I don't give a fuck what your answer is.
But, like, do you actually believe that? Or are there situations in which you think it is perfectly acceptable to disrespect the cops, to attack the cops, to try to murder the cops, if you think that they're standing between you and the political goals that you have?
That argument, that straw man you're fucking laying out, I could use on you. Like the motherfuckers that clap at that pride rally where they locked that dude up as soon as he got 2 words out.
God, let them have their, this is public property within respect. Oh, I'm respecting it. Let them have their event. You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell. So you do you, and I'm gonna do me. This is public property. You. God is not. That's it. God, this will be brother.
Getting this on film.
Can I give him my bag? All stuff's in. Yo, I'm gonna need you to go to 128 North. And they're clapping. Brothers, man.
Yeah, that dude. With a right to protest, with his loud, he could be, I don't even agree with the dude. But the dude has got the right to protest on a public street about anything he wants, just like you do. But yet them people cheered that motherfucking police that day. They was clapping and all that shit, just loving all of it. But it's the same fucking argument. It's the same argument, right? The same argument can be used against you, it can be used against anybody. Motherfuckers love it when the police are doing what they love them doing, and they hate it when the police are doing what they hate them doing. It don't mean the motherfuckers are gonna say, yeah, yo, let's kill them because they're fucking doing something I don't like them doing. No, bro, it's about fucking society and how we all plan on fucking living around each other. We don't just get to just go fuck shit up because something happened to somebody else that we don't think was right.
And that seems like a rhetorical question, but we already know the answer. We know exactly how the January 6th rioters treated the cops.
Oh God, so we're going right back to January 6th. Is that the only thing that y'all could bring up on this? Because he didn't bring up January 6th, that means that he's okay with it, right? I'm sure y'all think that because y'all are loony.
By the way, we know how right-wingers talk constantly about what they'll do if the cops come to take their guns or to make them take the vaccine or whatever. Or if, there's a tyrant. You guys fantasize about murdering law enforcement.
Y'all don't fantasize about the shit? When do you start talking about police coming to do shit on you that y'all ain't agree with? That's how that works, John. We're humans. We're gonna feel one thing about one thing and feel differently about another. Like that's me, that's you, that's fucking every goddamn body, John. You're not making the point, yo, you think you're fucking making. Oh my God, yo made a video about the 2020 riots. Why doesn't he talk about all this other shit? Don't just talk about this stuff. Bring all the stuff in. You should have made a song with all the bad shit, right? That song would have been fucking a week long. We'd have been listening to this song for a week if he fucking brought up every goddamn thing y'all want to talk about. Y'all are fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Get the vein on my forehead just pumping fucking listening to y'all.
So let's just be clear what you are saying and what you are not. It is a sign of support for the cops in certain situations against certain people in certain times. Like,
yes, it is. It is a defense of the cops in certain situations, and it's not a defense of cops in other situations. Would that not be you? Of course it is. You fucking love it when a cop fucking go shut down the fucking restaurant for not wearing masks and doing all this other shit, but would be mad at cops fucking busting up a BLM protest. But you know what I mean? Like, bro, that's how it works. Humans are gonna be happy with the shit that they like. They're not gonna be happy with the shit that they don't like. That's the left wing as it is with the right wing. Motherfuckers like what they like. They don't like what they don't like. They're gonna defend you when you're doing what you want them to do. They're not gonna defend you when you're not doing them. That's how it works. It's how humans operate.
It is accepting of and supporting a certain status quo. I would just say, if you want to be the tough guy that you clearly are in crafting these lyrics, why don't you just say openly what it actually is that you think the cops should be doing and who you're actually worried about disrespecting the cops? Because it ain't everyone.
You think this guy was fucking not saying what he thought he was saying? You think, like, I swear to God, like, y'all motherfuckers just have this idea in your head that motherfuckers really mean all this. They've read the lyrics, spitting in cops' faces, doing all this other shit. But yet what he really meant was something else. It's actually fucking retarded. How the fuck y'all listen to this shit? Y'all just sit there and listen, yeah, you know, he likes it when the cops do the things he likes them doing, but he don't like it when the cops don't do things he don't like them doing. That's you too.
Anyway, Jared, I'm gonna give final moments to you.
We've seen the videos in random, I have at least, of normal folks that out in the streets and they start screaming at a cop because he's giving them a ticket. And we've seen the differences in many times when those cops' reactions to someone who's sitting in the car, not doing anything if they're of the wrong ethnic background.
It happens to everybody because you're dealing with a cop that's a human. And humans have bad days, they have bad moments, they have bad times. And maybe they shouldn't be cops if that's the way that they're gonna handle certain things. But I've seen black motherfuckers yelling in police faces and get that same treatment of, sir, I'm gonna need you to just go about your way. Have a good day, sir. And then I've seen the black motherfuckers in their face yelling at them, they get slammed. I've seen white motherfuckers cussing in a police face and they say, sir, I'm gonna need you to go along. And then I've seen cops with white motherfuckers cussing in the police, they get slammed. Y'all are so hyper-focused on a couple times where shit happens. Like, bro, if you're gonna have a society, you're gonna have to have police. If you wanna have a society where there's rules, there's laws, bro, we don't want you doing this. You can do this, but you can't do that. You're gonna have to have somebody who is gonna enforce it. If tomorrow we burnt the entirety of the country down to the ground and we started over and let y'all fucking take care of it, you would have cops. You would have police. You might not call them that, but you would have people out there enforcing the rules and the laws in which you want to enforce. That's what you would do. You wouldn't have a society and then just think, okay, well, that was lawless. Now we just do anything that we want to do and nobody's going to stop anybody because you can't. Like, there is no future in a society like that. You will have to have rules. You will have to have laws. You will have to have people who are going to enforce those rules and those laws. You will have rules and laws on those people who enforce those rules and laws. And until we get some sort of robot who can fucking handle these situations on a specific case-to-case situation, you're going to count on people to do it. And people are fucking fucked up sometimes. And yo, we got to find out who they are and we got to fucking get them out of there. But yo, if you got this shit in your head, we're just like, oh man, if we just hired a number of cops that look like me or something, we'll be in a better world. Dude, yo, y'all living in La La Land. Y'all living in and out of books with theories and all these bullshit motherfuckers that ain't never lived a day in their life in the real fucking world where the shit don't fucking work like. We can all collectively see what's wrong and what's bad and call it out. Say, yo, we don't want people doing this, so therefore we're gonna make rules to stop that. But you're still gonna have people to enforce it. That's just the way it's gonna be. Shit, you saw in motherfucking Chop, Chaz, whatever the fuck it was. Did motherfuckers have people walk around there with the guns, acting like the police, enforcing the rules that they wanted enforced. And they was fucking people up, beating people up, shot people. They did all the same shit y'all be crying about. Humans are gonna fuck shit up. It's gotta be incumbent upon us to fucking point it out and say, yo, we don't want you doing that. You can't react this way to this. We need you to be cool, calm, collective. But until, yo, you've been a cop or been around some police, bro, this shit happens in split fucking seconds. Split second life and death fucking situations where you make the wrong choice and they'll be the one that's dead.
And how aggressive cops are versus people that do scream at the cops.
Oh yeah, because people ain't aggressive, right? Only cops are aggressive. I've met a couple aggressive motherfuckers in my life that wasn't police. I met some cool cops, I met some shit cops. I met some cool people, I met some shit people. That's the fucking way it works, Red Hat.
And do spit in their face and they go, sir, I'm gonna need you to pick up that ticket. And it's a lot more calm. In many cases, not every time, sure, white folks get assaulted by the cops. But when you see the difference in how often that happens.
Oh, bro, that's it. That's it. I'm fucking done. I can't take no more of this clown. This Red Hat fucking moron. Like, you gonna have somebody doing it. It's that simple. And until, yo, we get robots or some form of AI that can float around fucking catching all the shit, yo, you want stopped, we gonna have police doing it. Sometimes police are gonna fuck up. Sometimes police are gonna be great. Like, it's so insane. We're like, yo, y'all just picture only bad things happen to black people with the police. Like, it's not true. It's fantasy fucking land. Like, I swear to God, like, I've seen 100 videos where black people act like straight fucking assholes to the police for getting pulled over for a speeding ticket and still get sent on their way with nothing. And then I see motherfucking videos of white people acting like assholes to the police, pulled out the car and dropped on their fucking head with a boot to the back of their fucking neck. Bro, it ain't always fucking racist. Like, you guys are so hyper-focused on fucking race that I don't know how we ever make a better fucking world around us with y'all's thought process. When I even think about it, I can't even imagine what y'all would want in replacement of it. You never offer any solutions. You only cry, bitch, moan, and complain about some real particular certain instances where you can point and say, that's it. That's what happens. That's what happens to us. That's what happens to us. Oh no, but whenever these guys get pulled over, they say, excuse me, sir, just go about your way. Oh, thanks, white cop. I'm so happy I'm white. Fuck me, man. I've been fucking pulled out the goddamn car by the police. Fucking chokehold. Fucking on the ground. 10 of them. Bro, that shit fucking happens. Yo, I get profiled. White people get profiled. All that shit. I get pulled over because I'm white. Fucking been in Southeast fucking DC. Turning my fucking corner. Police got the whole fucking block lined up. Fucking 200 fucking police. 100 on each side. Hey, white boy, pull it over. Pull it over, white boy. We know y'all ain't from around here. What you got in here? Get out of the car, white boy. Get out of the car, white boy. Like, fuck me, bro. That's them doing their job, though. I didn't fucking think, oh my God, well, it's only because I'm white. So what if it was? I'm fucking in the wrong fucking neighborhood doing fucked up shit. They know it. They know these people. Bro, police know the people in the world in which they fucking work. Like, they knew I ain't had no fucking reason being around there. Like, that's racial fucking profiling. You think I fucking filed a complaint, made a fucking YouTube video bitching about it? Fuck no, bro. Fucking got out the goddamn car, did what the fuck I'm told. With all black cops. They look it, bro. What you doing around here? You got any warrants? You on parole? Oh, you're not? Oh, you got your license? You can go. Went about my fucking way.